Given what a grisly business war is, taking and holding any sort of moral high ground can be a bit of a challenge. Back in Sarajevo, once Gavrilo Princip had fired the starting gun on the war, the spin doctors on all sides set to work, making everything look like someone else's fault. Like every other aspect of World War I, the production of fake news was on an industrial scale, with increasingly outrageous stories concocted to win over hearts and minds. Sometimes even Germany's own propaganda helped, as in 1915 when they torpedoed the British liner the Lusitania, resulting in hundreds of civilian deaths.
They claimed she'd been carrying munitions. They said, we gave you a warning not to sail there, and you did it anyway. Basically what they're saying is you've got no one to blame but yourself.
Following the sinking, a German propagandist manufactured a ghoulish souvenir coin depicting what he saw as the UK's failure to heed their humane warnings. As propaganda goes, it was a pretty epic fail, and British intelligence soon came up with a novel way to use this grisly memento against them.
So this is one of the British reproductions of the Lusitania medal that the Germans struck. So you have an explanation of the sinking and the medal, and you can see it has the date and it says what's happened. And then on the back, you can see there's a skeleton selling tickets to passengers, and it kind of says like business as usual, like it's taking the mick. So what the British do is have 250,000 of these medals copied, and they flog them, telling the whole world, look at what they produced to celebrate killing 1,300 odd people.
By World War II, radio had made it possible to beam your messages directly into the homes of your enemies. But peddling fake news to prop up totalitarian regimes can often get you in a pickle, as the American-born pro-Nazi broadcaster Jane Anderson found out. Jane, known as the Georgia Peach, made her first broadcast to the Allies from Germany on the 14th of April 1941. Lavishing praise on Hitler, calling him an immortal crusader, a great lover of God. A highly unusual broadcaster, she ended each broadcast with the peculiar message, "Always remember, progressive Americans eat Kellogg's cornflakes and listen to both sides of the story." In a 1942 message, Jane boasted to her US audience of how little the war was touching life in the Reich, gloating about the Turkish cakes, champagne and cognac she'd recently enjoyed in a Berlin cocktail bar. The Americans simply recorded the broadcast and played it back to Germany, where thousands of people heard about her privileged life of cake and champagne, while much of war-rationed Germany was eating turnips. The result was outrage, and the Nazis removed the Georgia Peach from the menu. History. The interesting bits.